Hello and welcome to the history of the Wraith Super Hive. The Super Hive is a Wraith Hive ship that was modified to draw energy from zero-point modules. With an abundance of new energy, the Hive has increased incredibly in size and power. It was eventually destroyed over Earth during the Battle of the Super Hive by Lieutenant Colonel John Shepard with an F-302 fighter interceptor, which had a nuclear warhead. He snuck on board the Hive. Shepard was able to do that because Atlantis arrived just in time. The main advantage the Tauri have over the Wraith is entirely technological. The Wraith are stronger in number, but their technology is lacking. For instance, their hyperdrive systems are not capable of long-term sustained use, needing to be modified for intergalactic travel. They also possess no shielding technology and rely on the organic Hive's ability to heal itself. The hull is also weakened and damaged by hyperspace travel, so the ship must periodically stop in a series of jumps for long-term travel in order to let itself heal from the radiation generated from hyperspace. With the power harnessed from a zero-point module, they are no longer technologically inferior. Their weapons are orders of magnitude stronger. The hyperdrive is much more effective, and the hull of the Hive both heals itself much faster and can absorb punishment on the same order as most advanced shield technology used by the Tauri, making the hull nearly impenetrable even to Asgard plasma beams. A direct hit resulted in minimal damage, and the ship could easily withstand ancient drone weapons. Several salvos of drones, which would have destroyed a fleet of Huttocks, did little if any damage to this formidable vessel when John Shepard and his team cloaked a puddle jumper to inspect the ship. It fired a blast in their direction. The Hive ship could detect them even though they were cloaked, and they took a severe blow. The Daedalus came to their rescue, absorbing the blasts, and their shields were holding. However, after they fired a plasma beam at the Hive, a massive power began to build up before the Hive repeatedly unleashed about a dozen extremely powerful blasts of energy, each directly hitting the Daedalus. The Asgard shields were able to severely reduce the damage to the ship. However, due to the Tauri's somewhat mediocre power source, the shields were depleted and vital systems went down. The increased power of the Hive's armaments is fully capable of depleting the Atlantis shields when powered by 3 ZPMs in a matter of minutes. This stands in stark contrast to a fleet of Hive Wraith ships and Wraith cruiser escorts, which would have taken days to deplete a single ZPM-powered Atlantis shield during the Wraith's second siege of Atlantis. Apart from growing in size and capability, the Hive had filled in a large gap in its interior. In all Hive ships prior to this, there has been a large gap in the forward section. The purpose for this new section is henceforth unexplained. As with standard Hives, Wraith darts are carried in large numbers for fighter screens, striking, and harvesting operations. At the Battle of Asurus, Todd was able to steal a number of Azurian zero-point modules before Asurus was destroyed. He used some of them to power his massive cloning facility and set his underling to work on devising a way to integrate the ZPMs into a Hive ship. The retrofit took well over a year to complete, due to its incompatibility between ancient technology and the organic nature of the Hive ship. However, when the Wraith underling was finally able to make it work, he mutinied, chasing Todd from the Hive. Todd crash-landed on an unknown planet with a Stargate and dialed Atlantis. He apprised the expectation of the situation and was permitted back into the city, to yet again ally against the Wraith, though with his track record of duplicity, the expedition remained suspicious, notably John Shepard. He revealed that the Super Hive was still in the process of upgrading its systems, and if it was allowed to complete, the Hive would be unstoppable. Attack on Earth. Todd urged Richard Woolsey to attack and destroy the Hive before it became a threat to Atlantis. On board the Daedalus, Colonel Stephen Caldwell, Lieutenant Colonel John Shepard, and the rest of the team rushed to engage the new Hive ship. However, the zero-point module-powered vessel provided itself an impressive opponent, crippling the Daedalus before it made a sudden jump into hyperspace to Earth, following coordinates from a weak subspace signal in Wraith code sent through subspace from another reality. They then notified Stargate Command via Atlantis once the communications array were repaired. In the Milky Way galaxy, Colonel Abrams Ellis and 2 of Earth's starships, the Apollo and the new Sun Tzu, failed miserably to stop the Wraith ship, with the Apollo in bad shape herself taking on the crew from the crippled Sun Tzu, then relayed a message back to Atlantis, dealing in their failure to stop the Hive. After the Super Hive reached Earth, Shepard snuck aboard the ship, and the rest of his team snuck aboard through his Stargate in hopes of sabotaging the ship. They connected a remote detonator to the warhead, planning to use it to destroy the ship as they escaped through the Stargate. However, the Wraith finished the scans of Earth and prepared to fire. Just in time, Atlantis arrived and placed itself in the position between the Hive and Earth in order to buy the SGC more time. Atlantis took the brunt of the Hive ship's assault on Earth and launched a barrage of drones in retaliation. The sheer force of the Hive's superweapons pushed the city into Earth's atmosphere, and it strained the shield, with the Hive ship seeming to take little damage. Little power left, Beckett could either have adjusted the course of Atlantis or kept firing at the enemy ship. Woolsey gave the order to keep firing. Atlantis's attack bought Shepard's team more time to reach and calibrate the Stargate, allowing them to escape to the Milky Way Alpha Site. Before leaving, Shepard detonated the nuclear weapon attached to his F-302, destroying the Hive ship in a massive explosion just in time to save Atlantis. Thank you for watching the history of the Super Hive. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you can. If you already have, thank you, and have a great day. Bye-bye.